What's going on, guys? It's Hi with the UpperLeftUSA.com. Today I wanted to talk to you about camera stabilizers, and more specifically this IMORDEN S-60C, my personal camera stabilizer of choice. Now, I've had the opportunity to use various other stabilizers like the Glidecam HD2000, the HD4000, the Devon SuperTramp model. I've also used electronic gimbals just like the Pilotfly H2, and in the end I decided to go with this $120 option, something that costs many times less than the other options that I've just mentioned. And there are various reasons why that is, so let's just jump into the product itself for a minute. Overall, this stabilizer is a carbon fiber and aluminum in construction. In the middle, the shaft itself is made out of carbon fiber, which, and honestly, once I got my hand on it, I don't really think this is carbon fiber. I think it's just plastic wrap in a carbon fiber print with a little bit of gloss over it, just to fool most people, but I really can't prove that. Everything else is aluminum in construction, minus these little dividers and, of course, the rubber hand grip. At the top, we see a quick release plate system, which is much appreciated because, like, when you buy something like a Glidecam that costs hundreds of dollars more, you don't even have a quick release system. And a Manfrotto plate quick release system generally costs around like 40 bucks, so that's just 40 bucks more on top of the hundreds that you're already spending. So having it here is muchly appreciated. At the top, we see two knobs. One to adjust the camera left to right, and the other for forward and backward. I personally like to have my camera situated in this orientation rather than like this, how most people would have it, just because I like to reduce the footprint of the plate, so when I put it in my bag, it's a lot easier to manage. And when I look at the camera in the back, you can see the little like distance measurements. So having it directly in the back with the arrow, it just makes adjusting it much easier. And like I was saying, this stabilizer only has two knobs, one to go left and right and the others go forward and back. So with me, when I'm using this stabilizer, for forward and back, it's generally locked down in one place. Once you find your balance point, it's pretty much ready to go. All I have to do is put my plate down, look at the distance scale, and I pretty much just have to remember where the camera will balance based on this little scale. So I just put it in, lock it down, as I'm ready to go in like 20 seconds, which is very nice. Another thing that I greatly appreciate about this stabilizer is its overall length. At its minimum folding size, it is 14.6 inches, and it expands to 23.6 inches. But with me, like I said, because of the way that my camera balances, I pretty much have it balanced at minimum height. So I pull it out of this little traveling bag, and like I said, just adjust the left to right axis, and this stabilizer is ready to go. It's very fast, small, and really convenient, which is the main reason why I decided to go with this one versus something like a Glidecam. Because on the Glidecam, if I remember correctly, you have 4 different twist locks for each axis. So you have 4 to do left and right, and then 4 on the bottom to go up and down, or one way or the other like that. But you have a lot of knobs to deal with. That isn't so on the Devon SuperTramp version, but the Devon SuperTramp version also costs twice as much as the HD4000. So the Devon SuperTramp version is like 800 or 900 bucks, something like that. So not really necessary when this is only $120. If you're new to the world of camera stabilizers, you might be wondering why you even need something like this, and it's definitely not for everyone. I personally held off on using one for a very long time just because I am a huge tripod user. But there are some things that a tripod or hand holding just cannot do. Just being able to lift your camera up and walk with it. You know, like, I'm over exaggerating, but as you can see, the gimbal in your hand greatly reduces the bounce in your step. Being able to pan, tilt, on the move is just so critical in helping you get the shot. And most of the time you cannot do it without something like a stabilizer. Overall, if you're planning on moving with your camera at all, I would highly advise you to pick up something like a stabilizer. It doesn't have to be expensive like a Glidecam or an electronic gimbal like a Pilot Fly or a DJI Ronin or anything like that. Just pick up something cheap like this S-60C where, like I said, it only costs $120 and it could change the way that you shoot. I just went to a wedding where I was doing video, and I did not use my tripod once, and I'll leave a couple clips in the end of this video to show you some of the things that you can do with it. But if you're interested in trying it out, or if you want to buy this stabilizer for yourself, I'll leave links in the description below. Make sure you use those links. Until the next video, I'll see you guys.